Could you imagine as a buyer, you have finally, bought your dream home and it's closing day and you've got your keys and you open that front door for the first time and you say, oh my gosh, where is the so-and-so, the thing that you thought would be there, but it's not. So today let's focus on what stays with the property when it sells and what goes with the seller and into the new property. Very important so we don't have surprises on closing day. As a general rule of thumb, if it's secured or fixed or attached to the property, it stays. So things like, these are obvious, more obvious, I'll say, in-ground fire pits, mailboxes, railings that are secured to the ground or the stairs. These things stay with the property. Now, some things that are maybe in question, let's say you're selling your home and you've got that brand new chandelier that you just installed yourself. Technically that's fixed to the property and that will stay with the property when it sells, unless you exclude it in the contract, and that's in writing, so the buyer knows that up front. Or if you're kind of really ahead of the game, you can say, you know what, I'm thinking of selling. Let me just get that chandelier down now and stow it away for the move, so that there's no confusion. And then you just put up another fixture that you don't really care about as much. Those are, if it's special to you, clarify it in the contract or get it out of there before listing, so there's no surprises for the buyer and there's no, back and forth arguing or debating. Some things that are another kind of gray area. Let's say you have some nice photographs or pictures or paintings on the wall. Look at how they are there. Are they like bolted in, or are they just on a screw or a nail where you can just kind of pick it up and take it off? So if it's just on a screw or a nail and it's a smaller picture, those will go with the new seller and they will not stay with the property. Again, think of if it's fixed to the property or if it's just kind of there as personal items. Some other things that I always like to have conversations with sellers and buyers: extra flooring, extra tiles, extra paint. The buyer might find that helpful, in case they do some light repairs or touching up later on. So have that conversation with the seller, before closing, just so, if it's helpful for you as a buyer, maybe the seller will leave it, but see what they're open to. If you have any questions about anything specific, call me, text me, email me.